हाँ, आपको स्क्रीन दिख रहा है? ओके सर, ओके। Okay. So next topic is classification of signals, and in classification of signals, you can classify signal as first periodic and aperiodic signal. The second one is energy and power signals. The third one is even and odd signals. Then we can say the next type of signals are deterministic and random signals. So first we will talk about periodic and aperiodic signals. Yeah? The definition of periodic and aperiodic signal. Let's say how we can define the periodicity of the signal. Okay, so first is periodic and aperiodic signal. Let's say how this signal works. So a signal is said to be a periodic signal if it repeats itself after some amount of time. Let's say this is a signal this is, let's say, x of t and this is t, and your signal looks like this. Okay, your signal looks like this, and this is going infinity in both directions, है ना? This is going infinity in this direction also, going infinity in this direction also. Then what I can say, this signal will repeat itself after this amount of time. So I can say this is the periodicity of the signal, है ना? इसके बाद ये सिग्नल अपने आप को क्या करेगा, रिपीट करेगा, या इसके बाद भी सिग्नल अपने आप को क्या करेगा, रिपीट करेगा. सो दिस इंटरवल इज नोन एज फंडामेंटल टाइम पीरियड. सो व्हाट आई कैन से, a signal or signal should exist from minus infinity to infinity. It should be shift independent of the shifting. So what I can say, x of t plus capital T is known as x of t. X of t plus capital T, let me write it again. X of t plus capital T is equivalent to xt. Then signal xt is, and t exists from minus infinite to infinite. This definition is not valid for t equal to 0 or infinity, है ना? इसके लिए valid नहीं है. So this is x of t plus t equivalent to xt. Then a signal is said to be a periodic signal. Signal is said to be a periodic signal, and I can say x of, जो t के बाद रिपीट करेगा वो 2t के बाद भी रिपीट करेगा, है ना? That's why I can say x of mt is equivalent to xt. Then signal is said to be a periodic signal. This is the definition of periodic signal. आगे बढ़ते हैं, and one, so t naught is known as, this t is known as t, or I can say this is a t naught. Fundamental time period. And 1 by t naught is equivalent to f naught. This is known as fundamental frequency of the signal. So f naught is known as fundamental frequency in the signal in hertz. What is unit of this? It's a hertz. So unit for omega is equivalent to a radian per second, and unit of f naught is equivalent to hertz. So this is the basic idea for the signal. Now, how to check periodicity of a signal? So can I say, the signal which can defined by the single frequency is sine omega naught t, cosine omega naught t, and e to the power plus minus j omega naught t. The frequency of all these signals, frequency of all signals is omega naught radian per second. So if you want to find frequency of any single harmonic signal or function having single frequency, you can go by this. Just compare this by sine of omega naught t. Suppose I want, let's take one example. I want to know about the frequency of sine 2t. So you can write, just compare 2t with sine omega naught t. This is equivalent to sine of omega naught t. So I can say omega naught t is equivalent to 2t. Just compare these two quantities. So t and t cancel. What is value of omega naught? The value of omega naught is equivalent to 2 radian per second, and 2 pi by t naught is equivalent to 2 radian per second. 2 and 2 cancel. So what is value of t naught? T naught is equivalent to 2 seconds. So this is the idea for the t naught equal to pi second, not t second, it's a pi second. So this is how we can calculate the frequency of a signal. Let's take few more examples. Let's say I am interested in the frequency of A plus B sine 3t. What is the fundamental time period of this signal? So can I say this term is known as DC, and frequency and a DC provides shift on vertical axis. So I can draw this signal. I can say this is your signal. This is, let's say, x of t. And we are having this what we did a shifting of the function is shifted by a. इस पूरे function को shift कर दिया है मैंने a से. If this whole function is shifted by a, can I say this is a and this is a plus b? The maximum value is a plus b because sine is having maximum value 1 and this value is a minus b. So can I say this A provides the DC shifting and there is no change in periodicity because of a DC, है? So you can write this concept that no change in periodicity due to shift और which shift? DC shift. तो DC shift से periodicity में कोई change नहीं होता है. So you can neglect this A. What is frequency of the signal? Frequency of the signal is equivalent to 3 radian per second. If frequency of the signal is 3 radian per second, then I can say the time period of the signal is given by 2 pi by t naught is equivalent to 3 radian per second. So value of T naught is equivalent to 2 pi by 3. So this is the answer for the signal. So there is no change of DC shifting in the periodicity. Periodicity में DC shift का कोई मतलब नहीं है. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let's take example number 3. Let's take example number 3. And what I can say in example number 3, suppose I have this x of t is equivalent to sine of pi t plus pi by 4 plus theta. So keep one thing in mind, जैसा कि DC शिफ्टिंग से पीरियोडिसिटी पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होता, वैसा ही AC शिफ्टिंग से भी पीरियोडिसिटी पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होगा. What you are doing, you are just shifting your signal left or right. So you can say only this part matter. Whatever is the multiple of t is matter in this signal. So I can say the periodicity, the frequency of this signal is omega. So can I say what is frequency of this signal? Sine of omega naught t plus phi having periodicity. This is the signal of period omega naught रेडियन पर सेकेंड. इस सिग्नल का फ्रीक्वेंसी कितना है? ओमेगा नॉट रेडियन पर सेकेंड. सो यू कैन से ओमेगा नॉट हियर इज पाई. इफ ओमेगा नॉट हियर इज पाई, you can say 2 pi by t naught is equivalent to pi. You can cancel this too. So value of t naught is equivalent to 2. So this is the answer. So there is no phase shift, है ना? There is no effect of phase shift in frequency. No effect of phase shift. Phase shift का भी इस पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होगा. Now let's start. Now let's take a few more signals. Suppose a signal is given by this. X of t is given by sine square of t, 2 sine square of t. So convert this power 2 into power 1, है ना? So what I can say, cos 2 theta can be written as cos 2 theta can be written as 1 minus this can be written as 2 cos square of theta minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sine square of theta. So what I can say, I can replace this cos sin square term में फ्रीक्वेंसी हाफ हो जाएगी. आप भी समझते हैं कि आधा पॉजिटिव आधा नेगेटिव, दोनों पॉजिटिव हो गए तो हाफ है ना. अभी मैं बताता हूँ, देखो कैसे. So you can say the signal will have this frequency cos of 2 theta 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. This is equivalent to sine square of theta. So you can write 2 into 1 minus cos 2t divided by 2 is equivalent to xt. Just replaced, we have replaced the xt now. 1 by 2 cancel. This is DC shift, 1 is DC shift. Though what I can say, the period of this signal is omega naught is equivalent to 2 radian per second. So what is fundamental time period? 2 pi by t naught is equivalent to 2. T naught equal to what? 5 seconds. Or what I can say, I have a signal which is 2 sine of t. So can I say sine t looks like this? Sine t को मैं ड्रॉ करता हूँ, वेवफॉर्म्स देखते हैं जरा कैसा, हम इसका पीरियड कैसे हुआ आधा. This is my sine t and signal will look like this. ये है मेरे पास सिग्नल which is sine t and this is t. Now I am squaring the signal. So can I say what is meaning of squaring the signal? This negative 1 become positive 1. तो ये कैसा हो जाएगा signal? This is your new signal. This is your new signal. This negative part will become positive. So what I can say, if negative part will become positive, the signal will looks like this. This black line is a new signal. And what you can say, the period of this signal is equivalent to, if this whole period is 2 pi, then you can say the period of this signal is equivalent to pi. अब ये pi के बाद ही repeat कर रहा है, 2 pi नहीं लगेंगे इसको. So squaring will change this idea. अब किसी का सिग्नल का पावर 3 हो जाए तब क्या करेंगे? तो आप याद रखें कि the highest frequency component in squaring, suppose I function sine cube theta. So what is highest frequency component? You can say highest frequency component will be 3 theta. है ना? So you can say, let's draw some signals. Okay, next signal is this. The signal is given by e to the power minus of 2 into iota into t. A signal is given by this. So what is periodicity of this signal? To find periodicity of signal, just compare this signal by e to the power minus of iota into omega naught into t. So I can say the value of omega naught is given by, 2. So you can say 2 pi by t naught is equivalent to 2. So value of t naught is equivalent to pi second. So this is the idea for the signal. Now I can take one more example. Let's say this signal is periodic or not. So sine or cosine is not guarantee of periodicity. Let's say e to the power minus of 2t into sine t. This is one signal. into u of t. This is periodic or not periodic. So let's see how we can draw the signal. Yeah, okay. Let's see this. Remove this u of t. We want to draw this signal. So can I say this signal will looks like this? This is my x of t. So can I say the signal will looks like this? One signal is e to the, what is maximum, e to the power minus 2t into sin t. Just write the maximum value of sin t. So you know that maximum value of sin t is 1. So first function is what? E to the power minus 2t. So you can draw like this. You can say the function will looks like this. And what is e to the power minus 2t into sin t? It's a minimum value. Minimum value of this function is minus e to the power minus of 2t. So you can say the function will looks like this. You can say the function will looks like this. And at t equal to 0, it's a 1 and it's minus 1. So you can say the function will looks like this. And in between you are having the oscillations. So in between we are having oscillations. So I can draw this. And this signal is not periodic at all. I can say this signal is not periodic at all. This signal is not periodic at all. Because this signal will not follow the property of x of t plus t equal to xt. This signal is not periodic. That's why I can say this is a periodic signal. This may contain some harmonics, but yes, not periodic. So what is our observation for this signal? Our observation for this signal is not periodic. And why it is not periodic? Because x of t plus t is not equivalent to x of t. This is the case. Next example, what I can have is this. Example is this. Example is this. Let's say a signal is given by what? A signal is given by this. X of t is equivalent to sin t into ut. X of t is given by this. So can I say this signal will looks like this? And we can draw signal like this. and this part is what? 0. So I cannot say that x of t plus t is not equal to xt, है ना? अगर आप सिग्नल को राइट शिफ्ट कर लेफ्ट शिफ्ट कर देंगे तो लेफ्ट शिफ्ट एंड राइट शिफ्ट इज नॉट सेम. So what I can say, the signal is not periodic. Signal should exist from minus infinity to plus infinity. So this is not periodic. Now let's talk about the, let's say x1 t is having periodicity t1, x2 t is having periodicity, let's say t2, or many more signals. Let's say these are the signals. Suppose I want xt, I want to know about xt. This is, and which is given by a times of xt, x1t plus b times of x2t. This a and b can be any number except 0 and infinity, any real number, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव है ना, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. देन व्हाट विल बी द पीरियड ऑफ दिस t, है ना, द पीरियड फॉर एडिशन एंड सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ सिग्नल. सो व्हाट I can say to find the period of this signal, let's learn the concept of rational and irrational number. Rational number. So what I can say, a number is said to be a rational number. A number is said to be a rational number if you can represent it by p by q, or it's a 1.333 repeating, है ना, never ending है तो repeat कर रहा हो number. These are rational number. What do we understand by let's say one more is irrational number. Irrational number. And what do we understand by irrational number? If you cannot represent number by p by q form, है ना, or if it is like 22 by 7, it will, है ना, repeat. It will not repeat. So what I can say, the value of pi is 3.14, 3.1415, 926. This will not repetitive number. That's why this is extra number, such as under root of pi. These are irrational number. So what I can say, if x1 is having period t1, if this signal is having period t1, this signal is having period t2, then find the ratio of t1 by T2. If this ratio is a rational number, then you can say function is periodic function. And how you define periodicity? You can say the periodicity of this signal is T is equivalent to LCM of T1 and T2. This is given by the LCM of T1 and T2. तो T1 और T2 के LCM से आपको क्या मिल जाएगी? इस सिग्नल की periodicity मिल जाएगी. This is the idea for the periodicity of the signal. And you can say what is fundamental time period? So 1 divided by T है ना, is known as fundamental time period. लेकिन P by Q का रेशियो कैसा होना चाहिए? रेशनल होना चाहिए. Let's take some example based on this example. The first signal is known as sin 3t plus sin 5t है ना. This is equivalent to xt. अच्छा, इसके पहले एक कॉन्सेप्ट और सीख लें कि सपोज है ना, बिफोर राइटिंग दिस क्वेश्चन लेट्स टेक वन मोर कॉन्सेप्ट, एंड कॉन्सेप्ट इज दिस. What I am saying, suppose I have a function xt है ना, same, the periodicity of xt is t1 and frequency is omega 1. x2t is signal, periodicity is t2 and frequency is omega 2 है ना. Then find the ratio of omega 1 by omega 2 है ना. Find the ratio of omega 1 by omega 2. If this ratio is rational number, then the fundamental period omega naught for the signal is given by SCF of omega 1 and omega 2. This is the fundamental idea है ना. तो दो सिग्नल का या दो से ज्यादा सिग्नल का, दो या दो से ज्यादा सिग्नल भी पीरियोडिक हो सकते हैं है ना, जबकि x1 भी पीरियोडिक हो है ना, x2 भी पीरियोडिक हो. तब x1 x2 पीरियोडिक हैं तभी उनका एडिशन या सब्सट्रैक्शन या कोई स्केल्ड फैक्टर पीरियोडिक हो सकता है, जब x1 x2 पीरियोडिक हो. एंड वन मोर थिंग, दोनों का जो रेशियो है वो रेशनल नंबर नहीं आना चाहिए ना. तो लेट्स से वी आर राइटिंग सब सिग्नल एंड वी विल फाइंड द पीरियोडिसिटी. तो आप ध्यान रखें कि अगर आपसे SCF पूछा है तो हाउ विल यू कैलकुलेट द SCF? You will calculate SCF by SCF of frequency and LCM of time period. अब जैसे आपके पास कोई नंबर है, सपोज LCM of, we are interested in LCM of P by Q and R by S. सपोज ये कोई टाइम पीरियड है, इसका मुझे LCM निकालना है ना. तो कैसे निकालेंगे LCM? You can calculate this by LCM of P and R divided by SCF of Q and S. SCF of Q and S है ना. और अगर आपको निकालना है SCF of A by B and C by D for suppose some frequency calculation purpose, then what you have to do? Then you have to calculate It's mathematics. Just reminding you, HCF of A and B, A and C divided by LCM of B and D, and this is equivalent to omega naught. So this is idea to calculate all, this is idea for all calculations. So let's say I have signal xt equal to cos of 11t minus 5 cos of 7t. Suppose I am interested in calculating the fundamental time period for this signal, है ना? Find the time period of xt. Find the value of t naught for xt. So can I say, by comparing with the standard data, can I say omega 1 for the signal is what? 11t. Can I say the value of omega 2 for the signal is what? 7. And it's not t, 7. So can I say omega 1 by omega 2 ratio is 11 by 7. If you can represent a number by p by q form, this number is what? Rational number. This number is a rational number. So you can say how you define the fundamental frequency. The fundamental frequency is given by SCF of 11 and 7. And what you can say, the SCF of 11 and 7 is given by 1 radian per second. So signal frequency is given by what? Signal frequency is given by 1 radian per second. This is the signal frequency for the this question. And if you are interested in time period for this signal, so you can calculate the time period of the signal is given by two pi by t naught equal to 1. So what is value of t naught is 2 pi. एक तरीका ये, to calculate same question we can have a different method. कैसे कर सकते हैं? But we can go by time period also, है ना? So second method to calculate the same question. What is xt? I can say xt, है ना? यही लिख देता हूं मैं, xt is given by 2 cos of 11t minus 5 sin of 7t, प्रोवाइडेड दोनों फंक्शन साइन या कोसाइन है तो पीरियोडिक ही होते हैं, साइन कोसाइन इसके अलावा तो कुछ हो नहीं सकता. सो यू कैन से what you can say, the periodicity of function t1. So you can say omega is 11, so 2 pi by t1 is 2 pi by omega. t1 का वैल्यू कितना हो जाएगा? The value of t1 is 2 pi by 11 कहां से आया? वी नो दैट ओमेगा नॉट इज इक्वलेंट टू 2 pi by t naught. So you can say the value of t naught is nothing but 2 pi by omega naught. वहीं से लिखा है हमने, तो जो भी फ्रीक्वेंसी हो 2 pi से डिवाइड कर दो, you will get the answer. And what is value of T2? You can say the value of T2 is given by 2 pi by 7. So I am interested in T1 by T2 ratio. So you can say the ratio of T1 by T2, the ratio of T1 by T2 is given by T1 by T2 ratio is given by 7 by 11. So this is a rational number. If this is a rational number, you can say the periodicity of the signal is given by what? The fundamental time period of the signal is given by LCM of fundamental time period of the signal is given by LCM of 2 pi by 11 and 2 pi by 7. So you can say T naught is given by LCM of 2 pi and 2 pi is 2 pi and SCF of denominator is 1. So these two things are equal. You can go by any method. So this is idea to calculate. This is idea to calculate the type periodicity of a signal. Now let's move ahead. I have one more signal. X of t is equivalent to, the signal is given by 2 cos 60 plus 8 sin 8t plus t to the power 2 into iota into t, है ना? Find the periodicity of this signal. अब आप ध्यान रखें कि आपके पास जो सारे सिग्नल हैं वो कैसे हैं? This all signals are periodic in nature. और हम रेशनलिटी का वैल्यू क्यों निकालते हैं? ताकि हमें ये पता चल पाए कि साथ में भी पीरियोडिक है या है नहीं है. अगर वो रेशनल आ गया, जैसे किसी एक्सप्रेशन में अगर मैं यहाँ देखूं, तो by looking at the expression, what you can say, the omega 1 for this signal is 6 radian per second. What is the value of omega t? You can say the value of omega 2 is equivalent to 8 radian per second. And what is omega 3? Omega 3 is equivalent to 2 radian per second. So we are having 3 frequencies. और अगर मेरे पास 3 फ्रीक्वेंसी है तो मैं क्या बोल सकता हूँ कि तीनों में कहीं पाई या अंडर रूट या ऐसा कोई टर्म आता है क्या जो नॉन रिपीटिव हो? तीनों में कहीं नहीं आता. तो आपको, है ना, ऐसा करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि आप हर बार मैकेनिकली W1 by W2, W2 by W3, W1 by W3 इसका रेशियो निकालने की कोई जरूरत नहीं. देखो, आप देखो कि ओमेगा 1, ओमेगा 2, ओमेगा 3 में से कोई ऐसा नंबर है विच कॉजेस इररेशनलिटी? ऐसा कोई नंबर नहीं है. सो व्हाट आई कैन से, this signals can be periodic together. कि ये जब एक बार घूमेगा, जब ये 4 बार घूमेगा, तब जब ये 8 रेडियन पर सेकेंड जब 8 चक्कर लगाएगा तब ये 4 लगाएगा, और ये तब कितने लगा लेगा? तब ये 3 चक्कर लगा लेगा, 4 चक्कर लगा लेगा. सो दिस इज द आइडिया. देखें जरा. सो व्हाट इज कंबाइंड पीरियड ऑफ दिस सिग्नल? कंबाइंड पीरियड इज ऑलवेज एलसीएम, है ना. कब मिलेंगे, है ना? एक गार्डन के 3 लोग चक्कर लगा रहे हैं अलग अलग स्पीड से, तो कब मिलेंगे? तो फ्रीक्वेंसी है तो क्या निकालना पड़ेगा मुझे? SCF. तो कैन आई से SCF of this number the value of omega naught is equivalent to SCF of omega 1, omega 2 and omega 3. So you can say omega naught for the signal is given by SCF of 6, 8 and 2. And you know that omega naught is equivalent to what? Omega naught is equivalent to 2. 6, 8 and 2 का SCF कितना होगा? 2. So we can say the frequency, fundamental frequency for this signal is equivalent to 2 radian per second. And what is value of T naught? You can say 2 pi by T naught is equivalent to 2 radian per second. 2 and 2 cancel. So value of T naught is equivalent to pi. कितना होगा value? The value of T naught is equivalent to pi. तो frequency भी आ गया और दोनों value आपको मिल जाएगी. So this is the idea how we approach the question based on periodicity of the signal. Next, I can say, suppose I am interested in periodicity of xt is equivalent to sine of two pi by 3 into t and cosine of 4 pi by 3 into t. What is the period of this signal? तो आप देखिए जरा कि अब जो मेरे पास सिग्नल है वो कैसा है, प्रोडक्ट में है. आपको पता है कि जब साइन थीटा और कोस थीटा प्रोडक्ट में होते हैं, we have sin theta into cos theta into product, sin theta 1 and let's say this is theta 2. तो यहां से जो एंगल मिलता है, I am not talking about the साइन और कोसाइन, I am talking about angle. एंगल कितना मिलेगा? theta 1 plus theta 2 and one more angle I can get here from theta 1 minus theta 2. ठीक है. तो जब भी दो सिग्नल प्रोडक्ट करें, चाहे उनके साइन कोसाइन हो या कोसाइन कोसाइन हो या साइन कोसाइन हो, तो क्या करेगा? एक बार फ्रीक्वेंसी ऐड होगा, एक बार सब्ट्रैक्ट होगा. तो व्हाट आई कैन से, what is value of omega 1 for this signal? The value of omega 1 for this signal is given by 2 pi by 3. The value of omega 2 for the signal is given by 4 pi by 3. So you can say what will be the output? Omega 1 plus omega 2. So this is 4 pi by 3 and 6 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 plus we are having 6 pi by 3. Sorry. And this is equivalent to 6 pi by 3 and 6 pi by 3 is equivalent to 2 pi. तो ये किसका वैल्यू आया? This is omega 1 plus omega 2. And what is the next value? You can say the next value is omega 1 minus omega 2 is 2 pi by 3 minus 4 pi by 3, and frequency negative conveys the same meaning, so you can say this frequency is 2 pi by 3. Minus plus doesn't matter. तो मेरे पास मैं बोल सकता हूं कि दो नया फ्रीक्वेंसी आया है, 2 pi by 3, 2 pi and 2 pi by 3. अब दोनों में T1 by T2 का रेशियो निकालो. क्या T1 by T2 will cause irrationality? नहीं. दोनों में पाई है तो पाई पाई कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो there is no irrationality in the system. So मैं क्या बोल सकता हूं कि I have two new frequencies. The first one is omega 1 prime, जिसको मैं लिख देता हूं 2 pi, and second one is omega 2 prime, which I am writing 2 pi by 3. So you can say the SCF of this number 2 pi and 2 pi by 2 pi and 2 pi by 3 is equivalent to omega naught. So omega naught is equivalent to 2 pi divided by SCF of LCM of 1 and 3 is 3, है ना. ऊपर वाले का SCF, नीचे वाले का क्या निकालना है आपको? LCM निकालना है. So you can say the periodicity of the signal is 2 pi by 3 radian per second. And what is 2 pi by t? 2 pi by t naught is equivalent to 2 pi by 3. Cancel. So what is value of t naught for the signal? T naught for the signal is 3. So this is how you can calculate the periodicity of signals. Let's take one or two more examples to calculate the periodicity. Can I say the examples are this. Find the periodicity for xt is equivalent to sine 2 pi t plus 4 sine t. What will be the period of this signal? So what I can say, the period of this signal is given by omega 1 is having value 2 pi, omega 2 is having value 1, in radian per second. So you can say omega 1 by omega 2 is equivalent to 2 pi. 2 pi is irrational number. You can say 2 pi is irrational number, and 2 pi is irrational number. That's why this signal is not periodic. Although this signal is individually periodic, but xt is not periodic. Sine of 2 pi t is periodic, 4 sine t is periodic, but xt is at all not periodic signal. So this is the idea. Now what I can say, suppose I have this signal, xt is equivalent to e to the power iota t plus e to the power t. This signal is periodic or not periodic. So what I can say, e to the power iota theta is always periodic signal, e to the power j omega naught t. So whatever is multiple of j, whatever appears between j and t is periodic. और इस signal का frequency कितना है? Omega naught radian per second. But this signal is periodic, and I can say the omega 1 is equivalent to 1 radian per second. But this omega 2 is not periodic, not defined. That's why complete signal xt is not periodic. What I can say, xt is not a periodic signal. xt is not a periodic signal. So this is how we can calculate the periodicity of the signal. है ना, किसी signal की periodicity कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? For the continuous domain, at least this is the correct thing. Now let's move to the second classification of signal. Even and odd signals. The next classification of signal is even and odd signals. So let's say how to analyze this. So let's define even and odd signals. So can I say even signals or even functions? If x of minus t is equivalent to xt, then signal is said to be a even signal or even function. Even function of t. How I can define this? I can define this as a even function of t. Even function of t. This is even function of t. And how we can graphically represent this? Let's take few examples to represent this. What I can say, let's say I have this. let's say this is y-axis. I am drawing sine theta, and horizontal axis I am drawing theta. So what I can say, suppose I have this function. So can I say what is sine of, can I draw sine of minus theta? So if I draw sine of minus theta, what I can say, this is pi. So whatever appears between 0 to pi, I will draw between 0 to minus pi. So I can say this is 0 to minus pi, and this is plus pi. So this looks like this. And this will looks like this. Wait a minute. So positive part will lies here, right? This will be the and negative part will looks like this. ठीक है, this is sin of minus theta. आपने क्या कर दिया, थीटा एक्सेस को रिवर्सल कर दिया. क्या ये दोनों फंक्शन एक जैसे दिखते हैं? नहीं दिखते, है ना. दिस फंक्शन आर नॉट सेम. और अगर ये दोनों फंक्शन सेम नहीं है तो व्हाट आई कैन से, दिस इज नॉट अ even function. Sin of, because what I can say, sin of minus theta is not equal to sin theta. That's why this function is not even function. Now let's move, and can I say I have one more function. Let's say I have cos on vertical axis. This is theta. This is cosine theta. So what I can say, let's draw cosine theta. This is, let's say, cosine theta. Now I am performing time reversal operation. Now I want to draw the cosine of minus theta. So what I can say, in drawing cosine of minus theta, this is cosine of minus theta, this is theta. So you can say you will draw this part in negative side for minus theta, and this will be for positive side. So function will looks like same, you know, no difference in the function. And you can say cosine of minus theta is equivalent to cos theta. That's why this is even function. So what I can say, the conclusion is, if any function is symmetric above vertical axis, ये vertical axis है, vertical axis के दोनों तरफ अगर function एक जैसा दिखता है तो function is even function. So we can write the conclusion, if a function is symmetrical about its even function, or what I can say, vertical axis means I am talking about magnitude axis. If a function is symmetrical about magnitude axis, then you can say the function is a symmetrical function. So this is the idea for the symmetry. This is the idea for symmetry. So now, what is the odd function? These all functions are even. These are some examples of some even function. This is even function. Suppose this is 1, this is -1, and this is x of t. कौन सा फंक्शन है? इवन फंक्शन. और गॉसियन फंक्शन है ना, गॉसियन फंक्शन पढ़ा है हमने. Gaussian function e to f of x of t is equivalent to e to the power minus of at square. This is also a even function. You can draw this also. This is x of t and this is t. So you can say this function will looks like this. Hello. Good. जी मैम. हाँ हाँ हाँ. Okay. So I can say this function will looks like this. The value is 1 at t equal to 0. And this function is known as e to the power minus a t square. So this function is again even function because it is symmetrical about, or you can say if you draw any line, in this function, let's say if you draw a line at random points, so then you can say the value of x of 1 is always x of minus 1, x of 2 is always equivalent to x of minus 2. So this type of functions are always known as even function, a function which is symmetrical about real axis. Now I have one more type of function which is known as odd function. Odd signal. So what I can say, if I can say x of minus t is equivalent to minus times of xt, then this is known as odd signal. This is odd function or odd signal. Odd signal, odd function of t. So what I can say, this is odd function of t. This is the basic idea. This is the fundamental idea for the signal. So which type of signals are odd signals? पहला तो हमने देखा था sin theta. Can I say this is the curve for sin theta? If I multiply this curve by minus 1, then this will be negative will be positive, positive will be negative, and this curve will be same. So I can say sin theta is sine of omega naught t, or sin theta is even function, odd function. So you can say this is sin theta. So if any function is symmetrical about origin, if any function is symmetrical about origin, then this function is said to be a, this is symmetrical. I am drawing the symmetrical portion. That's why this function is known as, odd function. Or this function, I can take few more example of this. Let's take this. This is a function which is again symmetrical about origin, and if a function is symmetrical about origin, you can say this function is odd function. So these are definition of even and odd function. Now, a function is symmetrical about origin, then it is said to be even function. It is said to be a odd function. Now we can calculate the even and odd part of the signal also. We can calculate the even and odd part of the signal. Let's calculate the even and odd part of the signal. Next is even and odd part of the signal. Let's say, can I say a signal xt can be defined as a signal xt can be defined as x E1 of t plus x odd of t. So you can decompose your signal in even and odd part. So I can define x E1 of minus t is equivalent to x E1 t, and x odd of minus t is equivalent to minus x odd of t. So I have these two relationships. For even function, x of minus t is x even of t, and x odd of minus t is equivalent to minus times of x of t. So I can say x of minus t for this signal so x of minus t can be written as x even of minus t plus x odd of minus t. So you can say x of minus t is x E1 of t minus x odd of t. So you can say this is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2. We are having two equations. So when we add these two equations, what I can say, the first will be x of t plus x of minus t, what we can say, x of t plus x of minus t is equivalent to what? 2 times of x even of t. And this I can write the even part. So even part can be written as x of t plus x of minus t divided by 2. And what is x odd part of t? I can say x odd of t is what? Equation 1 minus equation 2, which is x of t minus x minus t divided by 2. So you can calculate the even and odd part of the function. So you can calculate the even and odd part of the function. Let's say I am interested in even and odd part of a function. So these are this part is known as even part of the function, and this is odd part of the function. Now let's take some examples and calculate even and odd part. Let's say I have signal xt equal to u of t. So what I can say, even part of the function can be u of t plus u of minus t divided by 2, and odd part of the function will be u of t minus u of minus t divided by 2. And u of t plus u of minus t can be written as 1. So what I can say, the even part is 1 by 2. And of course 1 by 2 is even part because it is symmetrical about vertical axis. And this is signum of t. What is ut minus u of t minus 2 minus t? This is signum t divided by 2, and signum t divided by 2 is odd function. So this is even part of ut and odd part of ut. एक बार पूछे गया है क्वेश्चन, तो ध्यान रखें इसके लिए. Suppose I have this function x of t is equivalent to e to the power minus 2t. Calculate the even and odd part of this function. So what I can say, the even part is x of t plus x of x of t plus x of minus t divided by 2. So this will be e to the power minus 2t plus e to the power 2t divided by 2. And x odd of t can be written as xt which is x odd of t can be written as e to the power minus 2t minus e to the power 2t divided by 2. So this is the idea for even and odd function. Let's take few more examples. Suppose I want to calculate the even and odd part of this function. Suppose this is one function. This is minus 1, this is 1, let's say this is 1. And I am interested in even and odd part of this function. This is x of t, this is t. So what I can say, I am interested in x of t, the even part of the function is given by x of t plus x of minus t divided by 2. So I can say x of t plus x of minus t divided by 2 can be written as, let's draw x of minus t. So we can say x of minus t we can draw like this. This function is x of minus of t and this is t. So we can draw like this. टाइम रिवर्सल कर दिया इसका हमने. This is 1 and this is minus 1. This value is 1. We want to study the time reversal property of this function. So what is the even part of this function? So I can say the even part of this function is given by this. Let me draw this. Okay. And we are having one vertical axis. This is t. This represents x even of t. Okay. चलो देखते हैं. Before let me draw the boundaries for this. The boundaries are -1, 0 and 1. You know, function may change from this point. So for t at this point, before t equal to -1, both are 0, so this point is 0. But at t equal to -1, it's 1 and it's 0. 1 and 0 is 1, so you can have this. At t equal to -1, you can have one jump. You can have one jump at t equal to -1. You can say we are having one jump at t equal to -1. ठीक है, ये जंप किसकी वजह से आया? दिस इज एडिशन करना है दोनों सिग्नल का, तो एक सिग्नल है 1, एक है 0, तो 1 और 0 का सम कितना हुआ? 1. अच्छा, व्हाट इज वैल्यू एट t इक्वल टू 0? सो यू कैन से t इक्वल टू 0 वैल्यू इज इक्वलेंट टू 1 प्लस 1, और ये जंप का हाइट कितना होगा? 1 plus 0 divided by 2 is 1 by 2, and at t equal to 0, this is 1, this is 1, so 1 by 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is the answer. So can I say this is nothing but this will looks like this, correct? Okay. What is answer for t equal to just before the -1? Just before the -1, this function is 1 and this function is 0. So what I can say, just before -1, 1 and 0 is 1. So you can say just before -1 is 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 divided by 2. So you can say this is the point. And this point is also 1 by 2. And just after 1, this is 0, this is 0. So suddenly you will get one jump, and this jump will make this 0. So this function is very much symmetrical about vertical axis. So this is the even part of the function. ये कौन सा हुआ? This is even part of the function. Even part of the function. This is even part of the function. ये हुआ even part of the function. And likewise you can perform the subtraction operation and can get odd part of the function. So this is the idea for signals, है ना? How you can draw the signals with the help of how you can draw even and odd part. तो इसके आगे की कहानी हम देखते हैं आने वाले लेक्चर में. So I think this is done for the day.